most accurate local forecast starts now with meteorologist Brett Thackara.
Happy to be with everybody here as we check out some headlines, looking at the city, looking at the river. It looks like a nice morning. It's pretty quiet. Again, we've had quiet mornings here, but some showers and storms will be around later today. We're tracking them. I know some of you really have your fingers crossed we get some rain today. Sunny and warm then on Friday, but more rain possible on Saturday. Another front will be moving through and giving us that same opportunity, but a beautiful sky here at the airport. Look at that sun coming up. It looks nice at HIA. This is the front we are tracking. It's got some decent rain to it here south of Pittsburgh and into Ohio, but now starting to move to the east, and I think anytime after lunchtime we will start to see this front move in. So temperatures in the 50s and 60s here this morning. It's milder today than it has been most of the week. In fact, we've jumped up by about 5 to 10 degrees, a significant jump in temperatures. You'll notice it. Dew points up too, not in the 40s but 50s, and eventually trending into the 60s later today. That'll help to fuel some of these showers and storms. A southerly breeze too out ahead of this front could gust over 20 miles an hour. Highs will be in the low to mid 80s today and staying in the 60s tonight as fog develops behind these showers and storms. I think tomorrow will be a foggy start. Well, you can clearly see this cyclonic spin. Here's the low. Very easy to point out on the water vapor loop. And then the front attached to it, this is what's going to be moving through Pennsylvania later and triggering some of these showers and storms. We can see it too on the satellite and radar picture. It's got some punch to it this morning, moving through places like Cleveland and extending back into, again, Kentucky, parts of Indiana. So this is a front that, has some moisture to it, not a lot. But we are going to at least see some showers from this, if not a few thunderstorms. Here's 3 o'clock moving in west of the river, but this is a fast moving system. So by 5, 6 o'clock, it's almost out of here. And then you can see we clear out tonight, but fog develops. So clouds and fog early on Friday will give way to sunny conditions and a nice evening for Friday night football. If you're headed to the Penn State game, home game in State College, look at this. Yeah, some rain projected at kickoff. Might even be a couple of thunderstorms around. The dreaded words nobody wants to hear at a football game, lightning in the distance. But hopefully it's just some rain. They can play in that. And then by 4 o'clock, look at this nice little beast of a line here that wants to develop east of us. That would be some good rain and some storms. But I do think our region misses out again, for the most part, on some of the higher end totals. Now, there will be some isolated spots that get a quarter to a half inch of rain today and an additional quarter to a half inch of rain on Saturday. So it's not nothing. But we can see the favored areas, mainly south and east. So it's something we'll be watching for. But don't get your hopes up that this is going to be a region-wide soaker. It's not. Breezy today, gusty in some of these thunderstorms too. And then tomorrow, breezy behind the front. Even during the sort of the sandwich day between the two fronts, it'll be breezy. And then Saturday, the winds kick up a fuss as that second front comes in. So the extended outlook showing you better get some rain today or Saturday, because I think by next week, it looks bone dry again. Really low dew points. I mean, it's going to be fabulous weather. But over the next 2 weeks, rainy in the western part of the country, dry here. And so that's why the hope is, maybe we can squeeze out a half inch of rain for most of us today and Saturday. We'll see. But temperatures do go down again. Next week, well below average, about 10 degrees below normal with highs in the 70s. Now, we're in the 80s here for the next several days, including tomorrow, after some fog burns off a really nice day. But it's going to be more humid and muggy here, especially on Saturday. 84, scattered showers and storms will be around. It'll be a humid day and then cooling off as we move into next week. Look at the overnight lows. Wouldn't surprise me if many of us are in the 40s next week to start the mornings, and then a cool down too in the afternoons with highs in the 70s. So will we get rain today and Saturday? The answer is yes. Is it going to be a lot? For most of us, no. I still think there's some areas that could get hit, and for that we wait and we watch later today.
So we collectively will get rain. Will you get rain?
We don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, your backyard may or may not. It's going to be one of those hit or miss types. But this line has a little punch to it. We'll see what happens this afternoon.
All right. Thank you, Brett.